What can you say? I mean, Washington, if you just look at their scores this year, it's impressive what they've done. 4 overtime losses, beating the LA schools last weekend, 5 wins, is speaking to their consistency. And it also speaks to the fact they have talent. Not easy to beat the LA schools. And they did that last week. I knew they'd come in here confident. Certainly off, their best win last year was against us, the last time we saw them, almost a year ago in the tournament, Pac-12 tournament, and they played great in that game and finished us with a buzzer beater. So we knew they'd be confident coming in, and then, Melgoza starts doing her thing, and what a great player. Great competitor. Known her for a long time. I'm really proud of her. It's fun to compete against people that are that focused and that dedicated and on a mission like that. And so she set the tone for the game, I thought. Offensively, I like the way we started the game, the way we played. If you look at our numbers, not bad. Overall, we got better as the game went on, field goal percentage-wise, and then had 19 assists and only 7 turnovers in this game against a team that throws different looks at you. And so I thought it was a continuation of the last couple weeks for us. I feel like we're playing good basketball. We're focused. This was a good effort tonight. We had scoring coming from a variety of places, almost 5 people in double figures, and that's the kind of basketball we need to play going forward. So I was really happy with our team and their focus. And then we had Noelle Mannon play a couple big minutes for us. We had Janessa go in. I challenged her to get a couple rebounds. She gets two boards and an assist. And so we're getting production throughout our lineup, and that speaks to who this team is, and I'm really proud of them. It's a good win.
Aaliyah, I think it's a 6-point game there midway through the fourth quarter, and then you guys get a couple of really nice possessions. Mick finds Taylor for an easy layup instead of he's passing up that 3. You passed up a 3 to get Kat an even better one, and then Mick gets that steal, and all of a sudden you guys are up 12. How big was that stretch with everything they had done to kind of stay close with you guys tonight?
Yeah, that was a huge stretch for us. I think during that stretch we really locked down on the defensive end and just were super, super focused, which led to easy offense. I think all 3 of those baskets came from transition, which we love to play in transition. It's just easy, and we were flowing really well. So, yeah, I think just really focusing on defense, locking up, just led to easy offense.
We adjusted a little bit. I didn't think it was great. We missed assignment a couple times. We let her get to the rim for a layup one time where I called the timeout. Then it was other people, though, that I thought hurt us as well. So it kind of felt like we were in control halfway through that second quarter. We got up 7, 8, I can't remember exactly what it was, and then they made the run back at us right before the half. So get the lead, relax is kind of how it felt. And so she starts the second half, hits the first shot, it's like, okay, we're forcing her to her weakness, what we think is her weakness, and she's beating us with that. And now we got to switch schemes, and so maybe I was a little bit stubborn in the first half, but I wanted us to prove to ourselves that we could defend her, one-on-one a little bit better than we had. And so we did shift some things in the second quarter. She kept going, and so to her credit, what can you do? She's hitting as tough a shots as anybody's hit on us all year. And so then, the zone was excellent. We've worked hard at it, and I thought this team has did a really good job of awareness. She scored the first possession we were in it, and then we adapted, and that's the beauty of a zone. It can kind of adapt to your scheme, and I thought our awareness increased as the game went on, and then our rebounding got better as well. We gave up a couple of O-boards early when we shifted to zone in the third quarter, and then then we rebounded very well down the stretch, as we extended our lead.
Aaliyah, you had 6 threes tonight. Are you feeling about as good as you felt from distance? Because, something you guys are going to need, I'm guessing, here down the stretch.
Yeah, it was definitely nice. Nice to get my shot flowing. Going into this week, I look at the last time we played Washington, and I was 0 for 11 against them last year in the Pac.
Just 10.
0 for 10 in the Pac-12 tournament. So going into this game, I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, a little bit of revenge that I wanted to get. And I just needed to be what my team needed tonight. I had to hit shots. They got me the ball on time, perfect passes, so it was on me to hit shots.
Taylor, obviously for you, you've been able to stay out of foul trouble the last few games. Are you pretty conscious of how you're positioning yourself these days just to stay in games? It looks like you're doing a better job with that.
Yeah, these last few weeks, we've definitely been working a lot on post defense and just moving our feet more. And I think that's been my problem, is just moving my feet and getting to a spot before the other person does, the person I'm guarding. And I think that's been able to help a lot. I mean, this game I only had one foul. I think only one.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just something that we've been working on in the post, because that's been a weakness the majority of this season, and that's something we need to hone in on at this postseason.
Speaking of that, I mean, I'll speak to that. I mean, we talked about it actually in a timeout tonight. She gave up a layup, so I got mad at her and reminded her that when she would make a mistake like that, up until 3 weeks ago, Kennedy would be at the 5. And Kennedy, you know, coming in as good a post defender I've ever coached, college ready the day she got here. And so in those big moments, that's who was getting those reps. And, you know, it was something for Taylor, you know, it's just a learning process. I mean, Marie Gulich did not play as a freshman because of her defense. I couldn't even put her out there. She'd give up something immediately or foul. Ruth barely played as a freshman. We had veterans that were playing in front of her because of defense. And so for Taylor, you know, the second Kennedy went down, all of a sudden Taylor's now in that spot, in those moments in a game where she hadn't been all season. And not only that, we're going on the road now, or we're playing Arizona, and then we're going on the road to LA. Or to the Bay and then LA, or however that worked. Yeah, LA, then the Bay. And so she's been thrown to the Wolves these last 3 weeks, and she was already thrown to the Wolves, you know, this year as a freshman, playing so many minutes. And so her defense got exposed at times, you know, but those days are over. I mean, she's learned. She's being so much more disciplined. So I'm really proud of Taylor for stepping up when this team's needed her to. And it's been very impressive, you know, because we play without fouling. That's who we are. It's what our program's been built upon forever. And so, you know, for us to get whistled for 22 and 21 fouls, you know, makes me pause and say, okay, what's happening? You know, and so we've looked, and I think we're playing right now as well defensively as we have all year, with as much awareness as we have all year, which coincides with, you know, the way we're playing. I mean, we've played really good basketball the last couple of weeks.
Played without turnovers tonight, too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a level of focus that, you know, that this conference certainly gets you to, you know, that level of play. And, yeah, and there's turnovers for a number of reasons, you know. That could be an illegal screen, or it could be a charge, or it could be a post-up foul. It could be, you know, a number of different ways that you can, you know, add a turnover to that column that's not just throwing the ball to the other team, you know. And so this team had a couple games where turnovers were kind of out of the ordinary, but as a majority, you know, we're averaging 15 in conference. That's not a earth-shattering number. It's not ideal, but it's not 20. And then, you know, for a game like tonight, like I said, against a team that's pressing you the whole game, switching defense and shifting, switching screens all game long, fronting the post all game long, to have 7 speaks to the level of focus that this team is operating at right now. All right, thank you all.